give it to me. This will be my first time ever hearing this artist or band, I don't know what they are, called MAVIS. The song is Furry Tongue. Thank you to Patreon Jordan Roy for making this your request of the month. Okay, I know they're on A Rising Empire from the YouTube account here, so there's some good bands on that label. Let's see what this is like. And go. If you suffer from seizures, epilepsy, maybe don't watch. Ooh, okay. Techie. Lots of larynx.
Give me silence, let me sleep. It's been for a long time, running for a long time. Help me, please. Pushing you
some multiple vocal layers going on. The bucket hat. Whoa. That's very low. Quite a mix in here. Okay. Loving the backing vocals through this. Interesting vocal delivery style. Ooh, give it to me. Okay, nice double kicks into space. The guitar tone reminded me of something. It's kind of an old school sound, actually. And the more complex sounds of like early 2000s. I think it's just syncopated as fuck. It's kind of 4/4, isn't it? You're digging deeper vocally, sure. Ooh, the bass. Nice. Interesting. It all lines up. We're counting 4s. It does at the end of the pattern. Hit on the 1. But the syncopated rhythms are totally different. There it is. Spaciness again. And then it'll double kick pattern. Okay, a lot in that. There's a particular guitar sound I want to find. That guitar tone there with the lead, it reminds me of either, this is going to sound like two very unrelated bands, it's either kind of Kill Switch Engage or The Used. I know, those are very different vibes, but there's something about that slightly palm muted on the string Bit of distortion, but quite clean. I like that. That's really nice. I don't know if you can tell this because if you watched any of my other videos, but I think my voice is coming out a little lower than normal. Like I've got a bit of a sore throat. I thought it'd be all right for this reaction. And I can still speak, which is good, but I can feel it starting to go. I mean, not as low as the vocalist went with his like low gutturals in this one. There was a fucking insane lowness to that. As he's shouting the words like digging deeper, sounded like he was going deeper underground in terms of his vocal spectrum. There's so much I liked about what was going on there. I love the syncopation of the kind of rhythmic repetitions that were over the 4/4 essentially, that was underneath everything in the kind of patterns. That was pretty nice. Lots of, you know, beautiful guitar parts kind of, and they were prominent actually in the mix, but didn't somehow distract because I think the vocal patterns were so slow to develop that the busyness of the guitar had room to be busy. It didn't take away from anything. If the vocals were quite fast and busy, then they'd be fighting each other rhythmically, and that would have been annoying. This, I think, worked very well as a result. So it was kind of busy musically in the background, and the simplicity of the vocal, I guess, frequency of words, as it were, made that make sense. Great drumming, you know, wasn't totally distracting from the rest of the music by doing lots of busyness, but had moments of kind of complex fills here and there, which I enjoyed. I love the moments where there's space, where you kind of have a few guitar chords and then it stops while the drums are ringing out and the cymbals and the vocals are carrying on. Those things are great palate cleansers, and I enjoyed the heaviness. I'm not a big fan of a certain kind of almost poem reading, like beat poem, spoken wordy expression, which I know a lot of bands in the heavy music space will do to add sort of emotive, human, you know, core expression to their, you know, angsty lyrics. I get the value of it as an expression. For some reason, I don't really dig the sound of it. And there was a little bit of that in this. Thankfully, sparing. A couple of moments where that would happen, but I'm much more of a fan of the clean vocals and the scream vocals for the sake of scream vocals with a bit of density behind them. But yeah, just something about that like kind of poetic thing. It doesn't really jive with me. The song structure as well was very interesting. I find it less satisfying to not have the kind of consistency of, say, the chorus popping up so you kind of anchor where you're going. These songs that sort of spiral on their own way, I think are really impressive and creative and interesting. But I could see this song being a tighter packed, more punchy banger if it didn't have so much of that in it. But I definitely enjoyed it. It was impressive and sonically very satisfying for the most part. The rating for this is quite tricky. You know, there were definitely delicious moments in there, and I think it's an impressive piece of songwriting. It's well performed, well mixed. It's a brilliant, you know, effort, I'd say, as a song. I think because of the kind of spoken wordy bits and pieces and the lack of structure in a way of the song's journey itself, it doesn't go on my like banger playlist, but it's at least a solid song. And if I have to pin my colors to the mast, I'm gonna say, oh man, I'm so on the edge. I don't know. Solid or delicious. I'm gonna listen to it again and I'll let you know. It's quite delicious, actually, on another listen, when I was seeing the whole thing for what it was. Yeah, delicious song. I really fucking enjoyed that. That's good. And I think that could grow as well. The more familiar I get with the kind of multi-layered complexity that's in there, great stuff. Thanks, Jordan. If you want to connect with other people who like this kind of music as well, I've got a free Discord server you can join. Link is in the description. If you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon. If you want to let me know that you liked the video, you can do so. If you want to see more videos in future, you can do so as well. Have a wonderful day, and maybe I'll see you in another video.